Hi, I'm Katie and I've decided to fake it until I make it. So here goes nothing. I'm an artist and for the past 2 years I've been developing a fantasy forest created entirely out of coffee stains. When I first decided to try alcohol markers, I was staring at a blank page of a brand new sketchbook faced with the dreaded sketchbook scaries. All artists have been there, you know how I was feeling. I didn't want to ruin the page, it was pristine and the entire sketchbook was just staring at me, daring me to put something to the paper. And I was staring back with absolutely no idea how to use these pens. Had I done my research before buying them? Absolutely not. I'm a chaos gremlin and I figure things out as I go along. Yes, sometimes that doesn't work very well, but other times it does. Luckily, I have a tried and true method for combating the sketchbook scaries. I spill coffee on it. By ruining the page and getting rid of that really scary, pristine white paper, I felt a lot more able to do whatever I wanted in the sketchbook. So I did. Out of the coffee stain, I drew a swamp monster. And me being me, I obviously had to name him and give him a backstory. So this is Bert, and he is a swamp monster mimic that was abandoned as a child. Now, I will go into more detail on Bert and his backstory in a later video. This is just introducing you to the forest and what my channel will be about. Anyway, it worked well, and so I kept doing it. I filled this sketchbook with creatures and gave them all different names and all different backstories. And I honestly thought it was a hyperfixation that would eventually just run its course. That happens. I love to draw like goblins and dragons and things for a couple of months at a time, and then I get bored and move on to something else. Well, joke's on me, it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. I have an entire sketchbook filled with these creatures. I've never finished a sketchbook before in my life, and I have a full sketchbook of them. I also have a field guide on the go for all the different plants and foliage that you might find in the forest. And I've started another sketchbook to go along with the story that I'm writing, which I'm 30,000 words deep into. So I don't think I can call this a fixation anymore. I think it's here to stay. So I thought I'd make a channel about it. The story that I'm currently developing is centred around a forest healer and her fox assistant as they go on a journey that takes them completely outside of their comfort zone. On their mission, they will cross paths with various beasts of all different shapes and sizes, including some that they thought were mythical. And they learn that their world is a lot more magical than their little corner would suggest. Now, this is simply one story in the forest. I actually think there will be multiple stories. There are a lot of creatures that I've created that definitely deserve their own tale, and honestly, their backstories are kind of plot lines anyway. So what I think I'll be doing is I'll be exploring them a little bit more in videos and explaining their origins, maybe what their future holds. And then once I'm finished writing The Healer and the Fox, they will get their turn. The forest has honestly grown larger than I ever thought possible. And while I've been sharing it on short form platforms, I don't think they really do it justice how big this forest is. So that's why I'm here. That's why I've created this channel. I'm hoping that the longer form videos will give me the opportunity to actually delve into each creature, their backstories, and where their stories are going to go. Now, I can be rather chaotic, so we'll see what happens. Likely I'm going to be jumping all over the place, but I think that could be entertaining. You'll see my thought process in real time. I hope it'll be entertaining anyway, but maybe I should let you guys be the judge of that. So if you want to see more from the forest, like, subscribe, comment, whatever it is you're supposed to do on here, and I will see you in the next video.